What's up, everyone? How everyone is feeling today? Welcome to another live stream, and today with a new design, with a new layout. I feel. Yeah, you guys need to let me know how is the sound today, if my microphone looks okay, if the music is okay as well. How everyone is doing today, by the way. You love the new layout? Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate, because it took me 2 hours to configure this. So, now we have a place where we can have a conversation, this one, before actually starting the live stream, Okay, the audio is good. Okay, that helps a little bit. Welcome, everyone, to the live stream. One more. Yesterday's live stream was so good. I don't know if all of you were here yesterday, but yesterday's live stream was just so awesome. And today I have big plans. Okay, today I have big plans. We are going to see two things, by the way. So I'm going to show you now the second layout I have. So if I click on this little thing, now we have this new layout. So basically right there on the bottom left, you can see like the recent people who have followed me and things like that. You can also see like who is the recent subscriber in stuff like that. And obviously, I have this small coloring around me, which is also cool. Isabel is saying the mic is okay, the music is perfect. Thank you so much. You have the same name as my mom, by the way. My mom is called Isabel as well. Ducatan is saying, quick question, what does the E mean in your username? Oh, there is no special meaning around that. It's just basically, the prefix of my user. Yusuf is asking me, do you remember? I remember you was a futsal player, but did you stop, Nuno? Yes, basically I got an injury. So at the beginning of this year, I actually got an injured, and I had to stop for four months, basically, and I'm recovering. David's asking me if there is music. Yeah, there is music. If it's not, the sound is not okay in the music, let me know. But yeah, there is music. Something it should appear, though, is the chat box, which I may have forget. It's okay, so let's fix that real quick. Give me a second here. So I want to copy. Yeah, give me 1 second here, okay, boys? Give me a second. Okay, there we go. And something I will do is copy the chat box. Yeah, this one. And now I will move the chat box around. If I can. I don't think I can, though. Okay, boys, you guys need to give me a second, okay? This PHP Storm theme is material theme, by the way, okay? Okay, boys, say something on the chat to see if we can see the chat again on the UI. And we can. All right, we have the chat again on the UI. That's fixed. All right, folks. Today is actually my last day of the year. I'm actually in vacations now. So I have a bunch of time for live streaming, a bunch of time to, talk about stuff here on the stream. And hopefully it will be fun. Well, today I'm actually doing two things. I'm going to review Aaron Francis' solo package, and I also want to, if I have time, speak about soft deletes on Laravel. Yeah, that's Safari. I'm using Safari. Wow, Parza1Val89. Thank you so much for subscribing on Twitch. By the way, all right, let's get started, okay? Let's get started. So, thank you so much for coming to my live stream. My name is Nuno. If you don't know me, I'm a Laravel and PHP developer, and I'm currently live on YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube, please give me a like. And if you want, become a YouTube member to get early access to all my videos. And on top of that, if you're watching me on Twitch, you can give me a follow there as well and subscribe to financially support my work. All the money I'm getting from this, I'm reinvesting on making this live stream better. All right, folks, that being said, and if you watch me on X, move to YouTube or Twitch, okay? Good evening, Big Tom. Nice to see you. M050. What is about soft deletes? Well, soft deletes are problematic for me. I don't like them, so maybe we speak about them today if we have time. Pars1Val89, props for all your Laravel work. Thank you so much for subscribing my work and for supporting me financially. Thank you so much, dude. All right, folks. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but basically Aaron Francis recently spoke about his new package called it Laravel Solo or Solo Only. And I haven't checked the package yet, So I'm literally, I wanted to be surprised by the package during this live stream. And I wanted to be surprised about the package, to find what this package is about currently on the live stream. So I know it's about like local development, like maybe displaying logs, maybe, but I have never installed this package locally, so I want to be super surprised, okay? Alzia Laser is saying, what is your alternative to soft deletes? Well, statuses, for example, is a good alternative, So if you want to basically have a database row, which cannot be used anymore, for example, just change the status of that database row to achieved, for example. But we are going to talk about that after this, okay? So let's save that discussion for later on, okay? So let's move forward. Today I want to see this Laravel solo package. Let's start by the beginning. So a Laravel package to run multiple commands at once to add local development. So I wasn't wrong. Basically, it's to help me out with local development. So I think this will be interesting. And if I go all the way down, I can see that, this software is still on beta, so use it with caution. And also this extension requires the PC and NLT, which is something for Windows, by the way, okay? Gerbil Meister, thank you so much for the gifted subs, tier 1. Thank you so much, dude. How many did you give? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, what? Dude, thank you so much for your support, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, possibly 10, right? Thank you so much, dude, for your support, by the way. I really appreciate it, huh? Okay? Garby Meister, Merry Christmas to you too, man. I love Christmas in general. It's a beautiful season and excited to, to celebrate this with my family. Garby Meister, thank you so much for your support, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. By the way, team, we have now a new Discord channel. You can go there. The link is literally below, okay? Below this YouTube video and Twitch, you find links for my Discord. You can go there, okay? Gobar Jabbar, welcome to the stream, dude. Nice to see you. All right, folks, let's get started. So, Solo is a package for Laravel to run multiple commands at once. It's supposed to aid local development. After installing, you can open the Solo service provider to add or remove commands. Okay, so it's customizable through this Solo service provider. So let's go to the installation. I'm going to go all the way down, and I can see already the installation process of this package. And I do have a fresh Laravel package right here. So something I can do is literally just type composer require Aaron Francis /solo-dev, okay? So let's start by that. And it was quite easy to install. And something I always look when I'm installing packages is how much is bringing to the vendor. And I can see that we don't have a lot. So we have literally Joe Tannenbaum, his Chew package, which is literally something that exists for the console, and nothing else basically. So just one dependency, which is quite cool. Okay, so the second thing is install the service provider, which we can do by running PHP Artisan Solo install. So I'm going to do that, and I can see that now we have this Solo service provider, and that got installed successfully. In theory, I can already run PHP Artisan Solo, and I'm going to do that actually. So I'm going to type PHP Artisan Solo, and I want to see the feedback on the console. I believe that this is like a UI for the console, so I'm going to make it bigger. Wow. Okay, this is like a full UI. Interesting. So I have this tail-f-n 100 to literally tail my logs. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm moving. So you guys see like these tabs, like logs, vt, about, q, and everything. I'm literally moving with my arrows off my keyboard, which is quite cool to do, huh? This is quite cool. Okay, so I can literally move with my arrows off the keyboard to literally see all the tabs. This is interesting. It does say it stopped, which I don't know why though. Maybe I need to run them? I don't know. Oh, I have this apparently right here to literally maybe start. Let's see. So I'm gonna go to... Okay, this is about... So if I... Okay. So I'm gonna click on S basically. T Varkov, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Okay, I really appreciate your support, dude. By the way, all the money you guys give me through subscriptions is literally to reinvest on the stream, okay? Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so what I will do now, I think, it's click on S to see how it goes. Interesting. Yeah, definitely something I need to fix with this new layout is if someone gives like multiple subs, basically instead of appearing, for example, Tvar Karbog gifted 10 subs, appears instead like pretty much every single of the persons that received the sub, which is probably something we can fix, you know? Islar Lazar is asking if this is using Laravel prompts. I think it is, you know. I think it is. I'm not sure though. I do think that there's like, you see this box right here? It's possibly Laravel prompts. So let's start from the beginning. I see that the number the S keyword thing allows me to start and stop this given service. So let's try to do something. Let's start with the logs tab maybe and log something to the console, okay? All right, so let's go here into my possibly routes console. And do we have something here? Let's try something. Let's type PHP artisan command stream, for example, something really simple. And then let's log something. So I'm going to log, for example, hello world. And something I want to try out as well is what happens if I log like generating system or whatever, like for example, log message with props, and then basically I have like foobar, okay? Because typically when you log messages, you can obviously provide a given message, but you can also provide some arguments, you know? Stuff that typically then can be used by Sentry or whatever. Marcos is saying, Aaron said that he wrote the whole terminal emulator to do this. So I don't think it's prompts. So maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know, man. I have no idea. We can probably check that out today as well. All right, so now I have a simple artisan command which will generate a message, but also this given message below. Let's start with the first one, by the way. So I'm going to comment this one. And I'm going to open a new terminal, which is hopefully in the same place, which it is. So I'm going to type now PHP artisan stream, basically, okay? And I'm going to remove the generate because we don't need it. So I expect that once I run this, I just see this right here. Yeah, something I noticed is that we basically need to click on S to literally start this service. Oh, so now I see hello world. So what happens if I do this? I see hello world again. Okay, let's see, like, let's add, for example, a couple of sleeps here. Let's sleep for 4 seconds, for example. So we can literally see the thing appearing on the console. So PHP artisan stream. And yeah, it's just appeared. I'm gonna add literally, oh, actually, he also has like the times. This is quite interesting as well. Okay, so if I do this, after 4 seconds, I see a new one appearing right here. Nice! Nice! This is interesting, huh? Haslar is saying, I'm totally new to Twitch, hahaha. But my second consecutive watching new streams. Dude, Twitch, I'm gonna tell you something, folks. Twitch as a live streaming platform is just so much better than anything else. basically. Okay, on Twitch you feel like that you are at home, basically. You know, you feel that you are almost with a person streaming, basically, which feels so much different from YouTube and X, especially X. I think X as a streaming platform is like miles away from Twitch, basically, miles away. Okay, so all right, so we saw that we can see messages. What happens now if I have a message with props like this one? This will be a real test though, okay? So I'm gonna still sleep for 4 seconds, but I wanna see what appears on the console. Ooh, interesting. So basically the content after appears in this JSON format, which is not bad. Not bad, folks, not bad, by the way. I like this, by the way. I'm gonna be honest, I'm liking this. This is very interesting. So I see some other stuff though. I have the queue to quit. Okay, interesting. I can restart if I want to. Interesting. I can quit again. Nice, nice. What is the pause? Oh, because if I want to pause the server, can I clear? Dudes, all right, stop everything, okay? Just stop everything. Watch this out, okay? So I'm gonna type PHP artisan stream a couple of times, like 1 and then 2. So now if I want to clear like my terminal, the only thing I have to do is click on this C letter, basically, to clear the terminal. Watch this out. Bam, gone. Quite cool, huh? Interesting, huh? Dave is asking, are the timestamps just in the log file or is that solo? Well, that's a good question, by the way. Let's check that out. So if I go logs, Laravel log, oh, that's coming from the laravel.log apparently. Okay. Yeah. Interesting though. Well, it might be just the tail of the log though. Undeniably, I had no idea that you can like clear and, you know, like literally click on this keyboard thing to literally clear like while I'm tailing, for example. Okay. Maybe it's a little bit like a tail, I don't know. Oh, well, apparently behind the scenes is literally running tail, so it must be tail, you know? All right, what else? So we have logs, which is very interesting. What else I want to see here? Regarding logs, I think I'm pretty much done, though. So I can clear, stop, I can restart if I want to, I can quit, I can pause. Okay, let's try to do something here. Let's go to our console. Let's basically write something like while true, and let's just basically info something like info. I actually want to do, yeah, let me just, yeah, I want to do this. Hi, chat, you the best. Okay, and I'm going to sleep for 1 second. So basically I can see a lot of stuff appearing on the terminal. So let's put this on running. I can go here, nice. So I'm going to stop. I want to try this one, the pause thing. So I click on P. Oh, I think when I pause, basically the scroll doesn't follow me, I think. Oh, okay, so if I click on F, oh, I see. So, okay, basically, if I click on pause, basically the scroll will pause, and basically I will be like on the exact place I am, but if I click on F to follow, I will be at the end of the tail. Okay, this is cool, okay? This is cool. You guys cannot say that it's not cool, okay? This is amazing, okay? What do you guys think? Cool or not cool? So when I click on S, it does clear the logs only. So if I clear the... You see? Like basically now I don't have logs anymore. Which is very cool. Peak and Flow, welcome to the stream, dude. Nice to see you, man. Today we are basically seeing Aaron Francis' solo package, okay? Which is something that to aid local development. And we just noticed that basically we can, you know, see all the logs in real time on the console. And I can, for example, clear the terminal if I want to. I can as well, you know, like stop this service if I want to. I can restart the service real quick, click on S. I can pause, so basically, you know, my UI doesn't move anymore, but I can click on F again to follow the entire log stream, which is pretty cool. This is cool, man. I think this is cool, okay? By the way, if you just arrived to the stream and if you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro. I'm a software engineer working with Laravel and PHP. I'm also part of the Laravel core team member. What else? If you're watching me on YouTube, please give me a like, okay? If you haven't yet, give me a like on YouTube, okay? And give me a follow there on Twitch as well. So thank you so much for your support. Yeah, this is looking cool. All right, let's see the other stuff though. Okay, what other stuff do we have? Obviously, we have VIT, which doesn't tell me too much. Apparently, it's already running. Oh, it's not. It's still stopped. Okay, so I can click on S to run VIT, which is failing apparently. Does that mean that I forgot to run npm run install? It's probably that though. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Ooh, Raisin is saying you can probably make a test tab and run tests from there. Dude, we are going to do that today. Okay, just add a test tab. That will be fun. All right, let's run now PHP Artisan Solo and go to VIT. Oh, now it's running. So basically, I can copy this. Let's copy which one I want to copy. Laravel test. Yeah, probably that one. Nice, interesting. Okay, so this is like my VIT server, and you know this is my logs literally running as we speak. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna stop my logs now. And, you know, I'm going to clear this. I'm going to go to VIT. This is cool, man. I can just navigate around. Almost seems like I would possibly already do this, but I would have multiple terminals, where here I literally have everything in the same terminal. I'm very curious now if I can have a test tab, basically. I'm very, very curious. Okay, anyways, let's go now to the About tab. What do we have here? Okay. So we have PHP Artisan Solo About. Can I run this? Well, I don't think it makes sense to run this. Yeah. What did this say? So each command run on its own tab on Solo. Use left and right arrow keys to navigate between them, and see the odd keys at the bottom of the screen. Solo was developed by Aaron Francis. If you like it, please let me know. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. What is queue now? Okay, let's run queues. Cool, they are running. Let's issue something to the queue. Let's, for example, here, let's type the following, okay? Let's go like PHP Artisan make job, say hello to stream, for example. Okay, cool. Here we are going to dispatch that job. So I'm going to just type dispatch. Oh, actually, I'm going to type say hello. Why is it not appearing though? Interesting. Do I have that here? Wait, what? Where do I am? Oh, okay. If it was PHP Storm, basically taking a while to, you know, to find the job. All right, folks. So now I have say hello to stream. I'm going to basically simplify this namespace. And on this little thing, what I will do is possibly just call hello stream, for example, in my logs. Okay, so we have queue jobs, we have logs, we have a lot of stuff. Let's see how it goes. So for me, each second, I'm basically, you know, pushing a queue job to the queue. So I'm going to type here PHP Artisans. What do I want to do? Okay, stream, basically. Yeah, PHP Artisan stream. Okay, it's running. Now I'm going to go back here. And what do I see? Okay. I see like the stuff running basically. Why do I have 3 jobs basically running at the same time? Interesting. Anyways, what do I have on my logs? Okay. Something weird though is like, this job is running 3 times, which is, you know, I have no idea why. Axio is asking me, where are you from, Nuno? Your accent sounds Portuguese. Yeah, I'm Portuguese, man. My name is Nuno Maduro, and I'm actually Portuguese, you know, living in Portugal as well. So, okay, so basically I was able to run the queue though. Something I'm a little bit curious though is that why my queue is literally running 3 times. That's a little bit weird. Yeah, like once per second. That's so weird. How about now? Huh. Okay. Why would my job run 3 times? It's so weird. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Nice to see you, man. Why is my queue job running 3 times? I have literally no idea. But I guess I don't want to know. But it's a little bit weird though. Say hello world dispatch. Oh, no. Well, I don't think I know why this is running 3 times. Anyway, regardless, the feedback we get from this is that you can literally get the output of your queue jobs directly via Solo. And also, by navigating through these tabs, you can literally see the output on the console. All right, this is not bad. Undeniably, it is cool. And it's probably something I was already doing, but like in different tabs on my terminal, okay? However, here I have access to, different things, like I can just click on the, on the keyboard to basically clear my terminal and everything like that. Yeah, it's inside the loop. It shouldn't run 3 times. It's so weird. Now I want to find out why. Let's try something. All right, I'm going to run it like just regular, like this. So clear my terminal. Go here, PHP Artisan Stream. This should run just once. And there we go. Now we get it just once. Maybe it was something weird regarding the loop, you know what I mean? But definitely just running once now. And if I go to my logs, I can see like just once, hopefully. So if I clear this, but if I also clear this, I go here, I run PHP Artisan Stream. I see literally once being consumed, there we go. And if I go to my logs, I see it just once. Yeah, maybe it's something to do with the while loop. I don't know. Yeah, Pick and Flow is literally everything in the same tab, which is very interesting. It's kind of cool, right? So let me see if this can do anything else, by the way. I'm curious. Oh, apparently the logs also present a different, a different thing if it is a problem. Okay, let's go here and try, and instead of, having that queue job, let's type throw new exception, for example. So I'm going to go now to, I'm going to stay here actually, but I want to throw an exception after a few seconds. So I'm going to type here sleep for 4 seconds, for example. I want to clear this. I want to follow. Yep. And I'm going to type PHP Artisan Stream. So it should sleep for 4 seconds. And now I should see something on the console. Okay. Okay. This we don't get doing a tail, though. Interesting. So we have this on red. And then we have a stack trace. And then we have the vendor frames. Interesting. So what happens if I do it again? For example, if I clear, run again. Huh. Kind of compacts like all the trays, so it doesn't appear. Only the end of it, basically. Dragos Plask is asking, shouldn't you do this delete? No, we don't need to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is regarding the fact that the job is basically a pending object, and the destruct was possibly making something a little bit weird. Something weird with that for sure. All right, folks, what else can we do? So basically, apparently we have this customization section, which allows us to register stuff. So we can change the theme. That is like the dark theme. What is this? Let's see this. So I'm gonna go to my providers folder, and we have this solo service provider, and it says the following. Solo. All right, let's read this. Solo may not shouldn't exist in production, so we have to check here first to see if it's installed. Gotcha. And if it is, we are going to configure. Undeniably, Aaron could possibly do this within the solo facade. You know what I mean? Kind of ignore these commands if we are in production. It shouldn't be like, you know, ourselves doing this. At least on our service provider land, basically. So we have the themed arc, okay, and we can add commands. One of them is like the tail one, which we just saw. Oh, we also have stuff like Pint, for example. Interesting. So let's see what Pint is about. So if I type PHP Artisan Solo, I now have a Pint tab. I can go there, and I can literally start. Can I start this? Oh, it's not working. Interesting. Okay, not really sure why it's not working. I think it's not working because this should be actually vendor bin. Let me try this. How about now? Haha! Now it's working, huh? I need to fix this for Aaron Francis. By the way, let's do that real quick. So let's go here. He possibly was able to run Pint because he have Pint like globally installed, which will not be the case for, you know, some of the developers, most of them. So I'm gonna go here to source, and I'm gonna go to probably providers. Is this the one? No, this is not the one. Commands, providers, support, stubs, perhaps. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fork the repo. Yes, yes, yes. And basically say to Aaron Francis that this should be instead this little thing. Fixes, Pint command, propose changes, create a pull request, fix by command. So running before, simply having Pint will try to run the global installation of Laravel Pint, which most users don't have. However, because Pint comes by default on any Laravel installation, it's safe to use vendor bin Pint. Okay, create pull request. And yeah, we just did our first pull request on stream. That was nice. Sometimes you guys ask me a lot, like, how can you contribute to open source? It's as simple as doing this. Literally, it's just as simple as doing this. You fork the repo, you make a change, you commit, you pull request, bam, bada boom, done, you know? So easy. Okay, so we have seen that Pint is also something here. So what happens if I do something like this? Do I need to run Pint with the S thing? There we go. So basically each time I want to run Pint, I need to click on the S to start the service, okay? So if I do something like this, something really weird, for example, I just click on S, and this basically will fix my coding style. Interesting. So David is saying that I have vendor bin on my path. I highly recommend it. Yeah, maybe, man, because sometimes I have stuff like binaries which are global but may also exist on vendor. And sometimes I want the one from the vendor and sometimes I want the one globally, you know? So we have reverb as well. And full trusted classes to add commands. All right. So someone on the chat wanted to basically see if we can have passed into this. So first of all, let's quit this stuff and see if we can run vendor bin past, for example. So we can, okay? We can. So in theory, you know, the only thing I can think of is that I can just go here and type this. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So I'm gonna clear my terminal. I'm gonna run PHP Artisan Solo. So we have passed at the end, got you, and I can click on S from start right here. And yeah, I do see without coloring though. Let me try this ANSI thing. Oh, I think it's colors always or something. Let me try again. There we go. We have our test suite running on solo. It's not this funny. Oh my god, hilarious. Like, to be precise, we can probably have something a little bit more generic, like PHP artisan test. And then this would work with PHP unit and you know, and past. So if I do this, solo, tests, start, there we go. All right, Kali is saying new pull request. Dukaten is saying new pull request. All right, folks, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Does any of you want to do the pull request for me, or you guys want me to do it? Let me know, because this might be a good opportunity, you know, to have one of you doing a pull request to an open source project. Let me know, okay? If not, I think I'm gonna just do it real quick. So I'm gonna click on source, stubs, solo service provider. I'm gonna click on edit, and I'm gonna just do this. So we can actually have, so basically passed as the watch -- watch, but I think it works under certain environments, you know, so I'm not really sure it will work always. All right, folks, so I just added the test thing. I'm gonna click on commit, add, what do I want to do? Add tests tab that works with PHP unit and past. Okay, create pull request. This pull request, let's make it formal. This pull request introduces the tests tab in solo. Oh, did we make it optional? Yeah, we did. Let's say introduces the optional test tab on solo by running PHP artisan test. We already detect if the user has PHP unit or past, so it will work no matter the framework you use. The color always option will ensure that is colors on solo. Okay, so create pull request, and now we have a new pull request made to solo. By the way, thanks chat for, you know, for the suggestion of basically having this test tab right here. Dave is saying it's not a good fit for solo without running it continuously, in my opinion. I mean, we could do that, to be honest. We have the watch plugin on past, but I don't think it exists on PHP unit, so I don't know. Pick&Flow is asking me, how do you understand the code base so quickly? Is just experience with many repos, or you just learned it before? Oh, dude, I have worked so many years in open source that when I look at the Laravel package, I just know where things are. You know, it's just easy for me. It's difficult to explain, man. But I'm doing this for so many years already that you know, each time we interact with anything, really, I just know where things are, basically. Reason is asking me if there is a watch on Pint. No, we don't have a watch on Pint. Could be a good idea, undeniably. Undeniably, my friend. Yes, sir. Dave is saying, I expect this pull request to be rejected because it is not a logging process. Well, to be fair, Pint is not also running, you know, a non-logging process. You know what I mean? So I think, like, if Pint is here like this, there is no reason why tests wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's a good pull request. Okay. What else do we want to do? Do we have anything else to check on this thing? So we have as well, so we have the about, the lazy commands, which are the ones who are not started by default. And we also have the fully qualified namespace of trusted classes that can have commands. Gotcha. Okay. Raisin is saying, make a note to have watch on pint. I think it's useful. I'm not sure, dude. I'm not sure. Maybe it is useful. I don't see it as critical, though. Davey is saying, what happens when the command dies in the background? Well, I would expect that Solo just restarts, you know, a little bit like Supervisor, just tries to restart the thing. That would be my expectation. I'm not really sure. Axathos is saying artisan serve could be nice. Well, it's a little bit like the npm run. Oh, actually, don't we have that? So we have logs, npm run dev. Yeah, could be interesting to have a PHP artisan serve for sure. Indeed, indeed. David is saying we can have sail up for sure. We can probably have that. Oh my god. Give me a second here. All right, folks, let's move forward. So do we have anything else to check on Solo? If not, I think that's it, okay? So customization, we have basically seen these commands. We have added new ones, including making pull requests. Oh, we forgot to update the README on the pull request that adds pint. Let's fix that real quick. So how can I do that quickly from here? Yeah, I can go to my to this repo right here. Is this on the? It is. So I can just click here. And I can do this. Fix README. And I'm going to do the same for my patch number 2, which contains the changes of, if I'm not mistaken, the changes of past PHP. There we go. And I'm going to also update the README, basically contain the changes we wanted, which are, I just forgot about them. There we go. We're going to just copy this and go to the README of the project to basically also add that, okay? Right here. All right, folks. I think that was it for today's solo. We are going to move forward to talk a little bit about soft deletes now. So hopefully I go to Aaron Francis's solo and we have 2 pull requests. One that adds the tests tab and that changes or should change 2 files. Wait, what? I would expect that if, because I have committed to the original patch 2, that would update automatically the... Wait, what? That was weird. Okay, let's add it again. There we go. All right, so on my own solo branch, I do have fixes README. There we go. And here I have as well fixes README. Okay, meaning that now both pull requests should be up to date and contain 2 changes. There we go. Both the stub, but also the README itself. Nice. And same goes for the pint one. Nice. All right, we're chilling, dudes. We're chilling. I want to talk about soft deletes now, okay? I want to talk about soft deletes because I have actually made a tweet about that, and apparently a lot of people have opinions, and I want to discuss a little bit about that. Before we start, do you guys know what are soft deletes in Laravel? If you know, just say yes. If you don't, say no, okay? Meanwhile, I'm going to try to find the documentation about this. Okay, so let's see the chat. We have a bunch of yes, 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 yes. All right, so pretty much everyone knew about what is soft deletes, okay? So Soft deletes in Laravel is basically the possibility of adding this, this given trait called it soft deletes. And automatically, if you call, for example, flight delete, that will set basically the deleted UT to the current timestamp. Okay. Nina Coates, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone who just arrived from the raid. If you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro. I'm a Laravel core team member, a PHP developer, and I work with everything in between. I have a YouTube channel and a Twitch channel. Give me a follow if you are liking the stream, if you will like the content, okay? Today we have done two things. The first part of the live stream was basically checking the solo package, but now we are talking a little bit about soft deletes in Laravel and why they are problematic, okay? Nancoats, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Today I'm talking a little bit about soft deletes, okay? We are talking about soft deletes in Laravel and why they are so problematic, okay? There's a few things I will talk about soft deletes, but before that, welcome everyone to the live stream. Apparently, all the viewers from Nanocodes just went to the live stream, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, exactly, Laravel. I'm actually a Laravel core team member as well, so I work with Laravel pretty much every single day, you know? So yeah, I want to talk about soft deletes today. So I'm going to give you like one basic problem about soft deletes, okay? I'm gonna go here into possibly the console.php file. Oh boy. There we go. So one thing I don't like about soft deletes, just to get started, is let's say we have, for example, a class user, okay? Class user which uses soft deletes, for example, okay? And let's import this on top so we can have this beautiful. There we go. So one of the reasons why I don't like soft deletes is that if you have something like just below, call it article, and one of the relations between these two models is that an article belongs to a user, basically, okay? So on the article table, you will find something that, says user ID. So typically, you would expect that if the user deletes his account, all the articles are deleted. However, if we work with soft deletes, that won't happen. Meaning that, you do something like user find and you find the user ID 123 and then you type delete. If you are relying on something like cascade deletes on a database, this article won't be deleted. Okay, that's one of the reasons. So basically, if on any controller, like the list of articles, for example, you have something like all, for example, and then you do your query, for example, I want all articles that potentially have the status published, you know what I mean? And you want everything on this query right here. You are getting as well the queries from a deleted user, okay? So this is kind of one of the reasons why I don't like soft deletes. The fact that possibly, especially on existing projects, if you put this straight on existing projects, you probably would expect that all of the queries you are doing will just automatically adjust to them, and they won't. Okay, you pretty much need to adjust every single query like this one, like the article query, to basically, making sure that the user, if the user is deleted, do not include the user on this query, okay? Dave is saying that this is actually a feature. Well, maybe, I don't know. For me, it's a little bit unexpected, It's a little bit unexpected. And this is not only the only place. Like if you have, for example, a job, let's say, class process article, for example, and potentially, like a good example for this would be, process article, and then within this, you'll have an handle method, and you are using as well this given property like, how is it called? Ignore when model's missing. So this is a property for this type of deal. And this property, because the model is soft deleted, basically will also pass, you know what I mean? So you will actually receive the user model potentially on this. Yeah, so for me, to solve this kind of problem, I don't think I would use soft deletes, because in my understanding lead a little bit to, you know, unclear behavior. Because then, like, if you use user all, for example, this will no longer include trashed. No, does not include trashed, for example. And if you want to fetch all users, you need to basically use the with trashed. And I feel like at this point it's just better to basically, if you want to, you know, archive something, instead of just calling delete, just do this, man. I feel it's just a little bit better. Just call update and then update the status to archived or whatever. I just feel it, you know, in terms of consistency and being predictable, I feel like a status just works way better. Okay. No, it doesn't resolve the problem on the article. However, I just feel it's just more clear, you know. So here, for example, what I probably would do is either work with scopes, you know, or just update this query to not include articles from user, which are, you know, something like this. Do not include articles from users that are archived, for example. Okay. I probably would do this potentially, or also have a status on the article itself, basically. Okay, potentially. Yeah, I feel like, so basically these queries, which for me is a huge problem, that is features which is a little bit unclear, like the job, you know, ignore missing models, for example. I think it's ignoring missing models property, which potentially, you know, with soft deletes will still process the job, basically, even if the job is like deleted already. So I don't know. But let's see the video from Povilas. Basically, Povilas made a video about this. So can you guys see the screen? By the way, let's first of all see if the sound is duplicated, okay?
Eloquent in Laravel based
Let me know if the sound is duplicated already.
That was pretty.
Or if the sound is okay. Sound is good? All right. Thank you, Pick and Flow. Really appreciate it. Thank you. By the way, if anyone just arrived to the stream, my name is Nuno. I'm a software engineer, Laravel core team member, PHP developer. If you're watching me on YouTube, please give me a like, okay? If you're watching me on YouTube, stop everything you're doing and just click on the like button, okay? I really appreciate that. And also follow me there. I'm publishing videos every single day at 1 p.m. If you're watching me from Twitch, give me a follow. And if you can, subscribe my work. All the money I'm getting from this is basically to reinvest and making the stream better. If you're watching me on X, change to YouTube or Twitch. Exactly, Drip and Castle. Like. There you go. All right, folks. So I want to react to Povilas' video about soft deletes. Actually, he's reacting to a tweet I have done, okay? Before talking about Povilas, let's read my tweet. So my tweet was, I have used Laravel. Actually here, I said we have used, but what I meant is like I have used, okay? So I have used soft deletes in the few production applications, and honestly, they just make the code base more complicated and lead to a bunch of unexpected edge cases. I try to avoid them as much as possible. Yeah, in general, I feel like, especially when you have a huge code base already and you are reintroducing soft deletes, I feel like there is a bunch of use cases you need to take care of and potentially, you know, lead to unexpected bugs, basically queries that you would think that the trashed models will not be included, other queries you would think that the trash models would be included, and it's just so complicated. Mr. Fabri Dev, welcome to the stream, dude. Nice to see you. All right, folks, let's see this. I'm gonna turn off the music. Let's see this.
Hello guys, today let's talk about soft deletes in Eloquent in Laravel based on a tweet by Nuno Maduro that was pretty polarizing. Nuno is saying that he tries to avoid them.
If you don't know Povilas, you should definitely know Povilas. He's you know, a YouTuber around the PHP and Laravel ecosystem, and yeah, he's an amazing YouTuber. I think you should just check them out, okay?
as much as possible after experiencing trouble in multiple production apps. And I decided to dig deeper and explain what Nuno means in practice, or at least how I understand those cases. And actually, the tweet became pretty polarizing, so not only 300 likes, but also 50 comments from both sides of the spectrum. People swearing that soft deletes are terrible, and on the other hand, people that use them in every project and swear that it's a great thing. So in this video, I will show you four potential problems that you may encounter while using soft deletes. Also, I will show you two alternatives if you want similar behavior but don't want to use eloquent soft deletes. And finally, at the end...
Oh, interesting. So apparently he's also showing alternatives, because some of the questions you guys made on the chat was, all right, but if I don't use soft deletes and I need an history table, like what can I do? You know, so he's apparently showing, you know, alternatives to this. So I'm curious about that. Okay, let's see.
We will talk about...
I'm also curious to see if he agrees with me or not. You know what I mean? I'm also curious with me about that. Exalos is saying, the videos of Povilas were what I have started with Laravel. Interesting. Yeah, the guy is amazing, man. He's also like with 150K YouTuber subscriptions, which is kind of crazy.
Non-technical reasons for soft deletes. First, personal experience. I tend to use soft deletes in almost every project just in case. Because from user perspective, many times in many client projects, I had to recover data. I had to try looking for transactions from 2 years ago which didn't exist. So I had multiple real-life cases where people wanted to access the data that was actually deleted or luckily soft deleted. Typical use case in our quick admin panel generator was someone deleted their panel and wanted to recover that after a few years. And
okay, so apparently Povilas, just like someone was saying on chat, he also have this need of checking the history to see how things, you know, were in the past. We talked a little bit on, I think it was 3, possibly 4 streams ago, how event sourcing can basically solve some of these problems. Because it's kind of an advanced history table. So potentially event sourcing could be one solution for this. Undeniably, I feel like query event sourcing data is not as easy as querying a regular user stable data, that's for sure.
Is everyone is saying, no, I didn't delete anything, I don't know what happened. And that may be true because maybe some teammate of theirs deleted that record. So in other words...
Yeah, especially if you want to see like exactly what happened in the past, event sourcing is like the perfect solution for that. You know, if you want to see like how exactly, what was the order of actions, of operations that led to a certain outcome, event source is just perfect for that, you know. So potentially could serve as an alternative to some of the problems that Povilas had.
Things happen, and I tend to be on the safe side. That's why I do use soft deletes. But it is pretty dangerous if you use them blindly. Let me show you examples. So here I am in my project where I use soft deletes on 2 models. So user soft deletes and then task soft delete.
Oh my god, I'm wondering if he will like do the same, exactly the same thing I was explaining literally 5 minutes ago. Of I basically was talking about the what was it, like the example I was giving. Yeah, articles in users, and I think he is like mentioning tasks in users. Let's see if it's the same.
Leads and user has many tasks. And based on that, let's look at 4 reasons why you may not like.
Abdo is saying if I can make videos on YouTube. I'm literally publishing a video per day on YouTube at the moment. So, you know, go to my YouTube channel. You will find that literally there is 1 video per day about PHP and Laravel content. So yesterday's video, by the way, it had the most strong 24 hours I had on my YouTube channel. So, you know, it was about things I wanted to see on PHP 9, and it currently sits on top of the best 24 hours for a YouTube video on in my channel. So, Haith is saying event sourcing adds so much more complexity to a basic CRUD stuff. Maybe, because we saw a package 4 streams ago, which is called verbs, which is, I must say, dude, that was exactly the same thing as actions. So I'm not sure how much complexity actually adds on top of regular Laravel apps, okay? Maybe it's not that complicated. Verbs literally solves the problem for us, okay? Pick and Flow is saying that we have a Discord channel. That's right. So our community here on Twitch now have a Discord channel. I'm going to copy paste it and publish it so everyone on YouTube can have access as well. So basically that Discord link, I just have shared it right now, and Pick and Flow added me as well, is that Discord channel where we can literally discuss every single day. And now I'm on vacation, so we'll have way more time for this. You know, I'm on vacations for the next week or so. So I will probably Twitch a little bit, you know, for during this time.
Soft deletes. The first reason is performance. It is slower. What do I mean by that? So here I am in my Tinkerwell. I launch user all, and if we click on SQL, what is the actual SQL query? Select from users where deleted
interesting
is
point.
null.
That's right.
Basically, wherever you use soft deletes, all the time it will add where user deleted at. And it may not be slower on smaller tables for small amount of data, but if your table grows to millions of records,
that's a very good point. Something I totally forgot as well. So pretty much now you have pretty much a new where condition each time you use the query builder of the user. I feel like for me the real problem with soft deletes are not like that the magic is introduced on the user query builder, is that if there is other type of models which belong to the user, like articles, tasks, you know, stuff that truly belongs to the user, that query won't be added to those models. So those models will include, you know, potentially stuff from soft deleted users. That's my main problem, to be honest.
Condition may bite you with performance. The second reason why you may not like soft deletes in Eloquent, because they are, well, in Eloquent, but they are not automatically enabled when you use query builder or raw queries. So for example, if I run this statement, let's see the queries. The first query is with where condition.
So yeah, exactly. So you can see that this was the query from the query builder, but now because you are not using the query builder, then the where condition is not included. So yeah, I get it. Like it's a cool feature, but for me, it's just it's a little bit unpredictable. That's kind of the recap I want to make about this. It's a little bit unpredictable, in my opinion.
The second one is without it. So if you're trying to optimize for performance, for example, and use query builder instead of Eloquent or raw queries instead of Eloquent, then all the time you need to remember to filter out the deleted records manually. So you do something like that every time where you need to.
Dave is saying the same can be said for scopes. That's why I don't use scopes as well. That's right, my friend. I also don't use scopes. So, because I find them a little bit too magical as well.
Query builder, and then those queries are almost identical. So the risk is to forget in some cases that there's soft deletes while running non-eloquent database operations, which may be by someone else on your team in the future, especially on the team with like 10 developers or more. The risk of error becomes pretty high. The third reason why you may not like soft deletes, that it doesn't use cascading operations on a database level, which means that if I
That's a great point as well. So if you delete the user, I mean, it's a little bit related to the point I was mentioning, which is if you delete a user, that basically won't touch on articles already, because the articles will just stay on a database. And each time you query articles, you will get articles that got removed as well. But yeah, I mean, potentially you also get like, you know, all those leftovers on the database. So
a user's tasks are not automatically soft deleted. Let me demonstrate. So we have a user from the database, user ID 1, and let's try to delete it. We execute, and the actual SQL query is update users set deleted at. Great. And now if we try to look for first user, now it returns the ID 2. So user ID 1 isn't returned. But in the database, in the tasks table, if we try to find tasks with user ID 1, they're perfectly fine. They are not deleted or soft deleted. So if I run this operation of task where ID, we have the tasks returned even though the user is soft deleted. One of the solutions to that is a package by Michael Derinda, Laravel.
Yeah, I really feel like it's just better to have a status column, which basically, you know, you have something like archived. And then at least, you know, there is no magic stuff being introduced on query builders. There is no magic stuff anywhere, really. You just have to ignore any resource that belongs to an archived user, and that's it. You know, it's something that just gets added to all queries and you done. You know what I mean?
Cascade soft deletes, very popular, 1,000 stars on GitHub, which just makes the cascading of soft deletes on eloquent level. And the fourth reason why you may not like soft deletes is the problem with unique constraints. So for example, users table in Laravel by default comes with unique key on the email. Basically, every email is unique and no two users should have the same email. But look at our situation. We deleted the first user, soft deleted, here with deleted add, and now let's try to register with the same user. For simplicity, let's do that with user factory create, just overriding the email. If we run that, we get an SQL error on the database level, duplicate entry for that email. And then you have a choice how to solve it. For example, when deleting the records, updating the email with prefix like deleted or archived or something like that. But it's another just potential problem that you need to solve when using soft deletes. I
must be honest with you. On my production Laravel applications, I did have one case or two where I needed to basically the data to stay on the project. And all of those times I've used it like a regular status column with archived, you know what I mean, or deleted or whatever, and I just feel it's just way better, way better. David is saying, but having a status deleted is not different from deleted at. Well, it's a little bit different because with soft deletes, basically, you have this magic where condition being added to some queries. And that's the complicated part, you know. So I feel like with the regular status column, you literally have to control, you know, every single query that interacts with that resource. That's it. You know, it gets a little bit more simple.
You're wrong. Those four reasons are all solvable relatively easily, but it requires additional energy from development team to know about what additional work is required with soft deletes. Now I will show you two potential solutions instead that you may want to use instead of using soft deletes. And the first solution is the most popular reply to that tweet by Punyapal here. So there's a package, Spotty Laravel deleted models. It allows you to copy the deleted records to a separate table. So you do have that data, but in a separate kind of archive. So then all those potential problems that I mentioned before are not relevant anymore because you actually...
Well, to be fair, I kind of like this a little bit more. You know, at least it would be a separate table. It wouldn't impact any query you have currently in your production, production important tables. It would be a separate table which would hold, you know, some of these records. And it wouldn't impact unique constraints. It wouldn't impact anything. It would be basically be the regular hold history table, which undeniably probably I would just use event sourcing if I really wanted something like this. But
delete data from your main table into a separate archive. So that's one solution. And then another potential solution, alternative solution, I want to show you, not Laravel package or any technical solution, but the idea.
Hassan is saying, if eloquent is magic, is the problem then why do not just remove the soft deletes straight from the models? Well, that's exactly what I do. Like, I don't use soft deletes at all. And that's why I was saying that typically when I've used them in the past, they were problematic. Mr. FabriDev is saying if you need to recover data, I don't think they need, like, the problem Povilas was mentioning is not like recover data, but more like analyzing data, you know, trying to understand what happened in the past and things like that.
So in my Google Keep, I use it for my notes. You can see two menu items, archive and bin. So for every node, you may choose to archive it or delete it. And those are two separate functionalities. Archive is basically just a separate folder which you may want to go to sometime and then unarchive or delete. From what I remember, there's nothing happening automatically.
I'm pretty sure they call it statues on the Google side on top of that. Just a status column for
is
sure.
present until you decide to restore or delete the records. And by the way, this note is an archive. At some point, I wanted to repurpose Laravel Daily with AI, but it failed miserably, so I almost don't use AI for Laravel Daily content at all. But for example, if I click that note, I have a choice. Delete note, so move that to bin, or unarchive the note, so get it back to the main list. But then the interesting part is that deleting the note doesn't hard delete it right away. Look what happens. In the bin, I have the notes which I tweeted, then it turned into tweets and I deleted them because I don't need them anymore. Those are published already.
Yeah,
but then look.
The way I would solve this probably would be still using a status, probably a status deleted, and then I would use the prunable trait on Laravel. Do you guys know that, like the prunable stuff? So on Laravel, there is literally this prunable trait, which I also have coded. Where is that? Prunable. There we go. This trait was like, mwah. I love it. Like, you can literally just have this use prunable and have this method which specifies what do you want to prune, you know what I mean? So probably would have a status which says, the current status of that node is deleted. I deleted it as well, and if the node was deleted, more than a month ago or 7 days ago, I would prune the node from the database. This prunable, I'm using this prunable literally all the time. This prunable is just pure magic. I love it. Codinbase42 is saying, one other problem I have when using external tools to create reports is so complicated the soft deletes, as if you remember which ones haven't, them get so slow with all the joins. Yeah, man, I'm not a fan of soft deletes. I mean, I get the feature, but, Laravel have a bunch of cool features, but soft deletes is something that I wouldn't use personally.
Notes are deleted after 7 days. So there's automatic cron job every 7 days, hard deleting those records. Or you may choose to empty the bin manually. So this is kind of the more sophisticated approach to deleting records in general, which I think has good things from both worlds. It's kind of soft delete on steroids. Thinking about it, maybe I would need to...
Kind of cool that Povilas uses the Google Keep service to basically have these notes. I don't use this. I use the regular notes, the Apple Notes, the app. You know what I mean? Yeah, by the way, Mr. Fabry is just saying that we have this Discord channel. It's the place where we basically discuss every single day about PHP, about Laravel, but also we have this section on Discord that you can use to basically give me ideas for the stream. You know what I mean? Today we have seen solo, we have seen this video about soft deletes, and 2 days ago we saw something else, but sometimes, I just pick a topic from that list, the most requested one, and I bring that topic to the stream. Okay. For example, there was a topic about how to get started with unit testing, and I basically did 2 streams about that topic, literally from scratch. Like, how do you unit test your models, how you unit test your, casts and etc. And I just did all of it. Okay, let's see the comment from Craig Potter. He's saying, I always thought soft deletes would be a good way of implementing a bin or a trash for the model, but it slows queries so much and adds so much overhead. I like the idea of the spotty package. Yeah, he's saying that he pretty much, the fact that he adds that where condition to every single query is, a little bit overhead. It makes things a little bit more slower. And Spassy apparently has this package which creates a separate table for all these models being deleted, basically. Dripping Castle is saying, and soon Filament PHP. Yeah, I want to talk about Filament on stream. I need to pick a day though. So I feel like Filament, the live stream about Filament will be a truly discover for me because, the last time I've used Filament, I barely remember of the thing. So I want to do a live stream. Let's see if it's probably tomorrow, to be honest, because tomorrow I may go for a dinner with buddies and I probably do a live stream on Filament. Let's see. Filament is an admin panel within the Laravel ecosystem, by the way. The Coffee is asking, Nuno, for someone who would want to start learning programming with PHP, which path you recommend? So if you are a video learner, if you're someone who loves, learn about PHP, but you want to learn via video, this is the place where I personally have learned PHP. Okay, so it's called Laracast. It's basically a video platform where you can learn about PHP. And I think I don't want to be mistaken, but I think they just remade the PHP video. Is this the one? Let's see. Yeah, so watch this. So this was published on the 31 October. 31 October 2024. Let's finish the video and then let's watch this thing on Laracast real quick. I'm kind of curious though.
Create a project trying to implement something like this, shoot in the comments below if you want me to do that. And the final note in this video is non-technical reasons for soft deletes, and a few people replied to Nuno about that, like Willem here. He's talking about enterprise use cases with data recovery or auditing. There may be legal reasons that you have to comply with to store records for a certain amount of time, for example.
Exactly. Something I'm not comfortable with is on top of all this story regarding soft deletes not being performant, being a little bit too magical for my taste. Besides all of that, I also think like I wouldn't be comfortable storing user data when the user have deleted his account, like this type of deal, you know what I mean? Like personally, if I use a platform and someone goes there and deletes his stuff, I would kind of expect that things got deleted behind the scenes, you know what I mean? So at least I would trust the service a little bit more. And obviously for legal reasons, in Europe especially, you do need to delete the data after a certain amount of time, by the way.
Transactions, financial transaction records, or school grades for many years while the student is at that school and stuff like that. So in some cases, it's not your technical decision whether to use soft deletes, but actually a legal one. But likewise, in some cases, it may be the opposite legal requirement.
Yeah.
Something like GDPR or similar things that may require you to hard delete the data if the user is asking you for that. In that case, again, the decision is not technical for you to decide whether to use soft deletes, but you just do what the law says to do. What do you think? Which side are you on mostly? To soft delete or to not soft delete? And I specifically made a cap specifically for these cases like in this video. It depends, right? That's it for this time and see you guys in other videos.
Wait a second.
You are
oh my god, that was so good.
For these.
Can I make? It has like a cap which says "it depends." Oh my god, you cannot see it. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm gonna fix it for you. You basically have a cap which says "it depends." Can you guys see it now? Right there. It depends. Oh my god, hilarious. You have like a cap, you just put it. Oh my god. All right, dudes. That was an interesting video, you know. Yeah, so personally, just to recap a little bit on soft deletes so we can close this topic a little bit. So, all right, 3 problems we can see with soft deletes. Okay, let's start with the easiest one. So personally, I don't feel comfortable, keeping data in my system when the user intentionally decided I want to delete this stuff. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one, I don't like, and probably the main one for me, to be honest, is like I don't like the fact that some queries will include soft deleted data, other queries won't include soft deleted data. Some features will still work after the model's been trashed, and so that thing makes me a little bit confusing, and I don't think it comes, the overhead of that thing pays off in the end. I just rather use a status table and use that status table everywhere, basically. The final one is the overhead that adds in terms of some of the queries you actually want to query everything. And all of those queries will have basically, the where condition, which says deleted at, okay? So that's the final thing, my final opinion about soft deletes, okay? It depends. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see the chat here real quick. So we have something for reading the chat, which is, you guys ready? Bam! You see? Some intermission, please wait. Now you can see just the chat real quick and just talk with you guys. All right, what people are saying here. Shugi Coffee saying, hey, welcome to the stream, dude. Nice to see you. Gerby Macer is saying, if you're more of a reader, please search for PHP the right way. Awesome free stuff for PHP. Not really sure if PHP the right way is actually a good way of starting PHP, but maybe it is. I don't know. Because I still feel you would see a lot of stuff that is a little bit too advanced for someone starting with PHP, right? How is it named? The right way. There you go. Yeah, you see terms like opcache and vagrant and Docker and and like a bunch of compiled and whatever. These kind of words are super complicated for someone who is just getting started with PHP. Yeah, I'll probably have to check a little bit more what this is about, though, before giving my opinion, I feel. So Seaweed Web is asking, what happened to the cascade data if I use the Spacy's deleted model package? So Spacy basically copies the row to a different table. So technically, that will basically call any regular cascade delete in your database. So that will, you'll be chilling basically. It will work just before. Like Spacy's deleted cascade stuff basically makes your application works just like before. The only difference is that now you have this history table with those soft deleted models basically. Emmy Loke is saying if there is a payment history, it shouldn't be deleted. Yeah, I probably should use something like event sourcing if we're talking about money to begin with. So I don't know. Mikey, welcome to the stream, dude. Nice to see you, man. Josh UK is saying, I love your new stream overlay. Yeah, it's cool, right? So we now have this entire thing. I can have this conversation with you all by having my webcam right here. I also have this one, which is also a little bit better. And I feel like I did a good job overall with the overlay. But some of you were asking, like, what is, in my opinion, the best way of learning PHP? I would definitely recommend you to check Laracasts. They have amazing courses around learning PHP, learning Tailwind, learning React, and some of this stuff is actually for free, so you probably want to check this out. For example, this is the video they have on classes, basically.
All right, let's get started with classes.
Oh my god, and the quality?
I'll make this really easy. I like to think of classes sort of like blueprints in the programming world. And I'll give you a really...
Jeffrey Way is like undeniably the best teacher in the world. Isn't crazy? How many of you have learned PHP with Jeffrey Way, by the way? Jesus Christ. Check the quality. It looks like Netflix. Jesus.
Basic example, but it really helps. So think about a person. If that were a class or a blueprint, what would that consist of? Well, yes, a person has a skull, a person has veins, a person ideally has arms and legs, but also
and as you can see, to get started with PHP, he literally goes, to the very beginnings of it. That's something I really like about Jeffrey Way, his teachings around PHP in Laravel, is that he doesn't... Because, I mean, when you are super smart, it's super easy to get started with topics like IOC container and mentioning very complicated words that nobody cares. And Jeffrey Way really, he also knows all of that. But it starts a little bit, he goes one step down to the same level you are and teaches everything like you are a regular human being. So I love his teachings, by the way. Farao is asking me if I like Vue or React with Laravel. Dude, I've received that question a bazillion times already, indeed. And I'm using React, okay? That's what I'm using at the moment.
Name. By convention, the class name should start with capital
Which
letter,
editor is he using, by the way? Which editor is this one? Do you guys know? Is this VS Code, perhaps?
Within braces, just like any kind of conditional. Okay, so I want to show you a bunch of examples, and here's what I like to do.
Which editor it is, folks?
It's a really good way. That might make sense.
You think it's PHP Storm?
It could also be post. It could be article. It could be body, but also it has behavior. And one of those behaviors is it can be archived. Cool. What are
Isn't it crazy that we talked about soft deletes and now he's talking about archives? Kali is saying, Nuno, you should try FrankenPHP. Dude, I have literally made the integration of FrankenPHP with Noctane, so I know exactly what FrankenPHP is about. I feel like it's a great solution for Octane, and I'm actually using, I was using FrankenPHP on past PHP already, but not anymore. It's a good solution though. FrankenPHP is awesome. But yeah, just to clarify, for those who were asking, like, you know, what is my recommendation to learn PHP? I would just send you this, laracast.com. It's pretty much the place where I have learned not only PHP, but Laravel and everything, basically. I still remember, like, you know, coming here every single day to learn, like, the basics. I remember searching for stuff like, actually, I remember they had, like, old courses about PHP, which I don't think they are published anymore. Probably like way back in the days. Yeah, I think it was. These were the ones. Oh my
Today,
god.
we will discuss what is probably the most well-known of the solid design principles.
Oh, this brings me so many memories. Oh my god.
Today, we will discuss what is probably the most well-known of the solid design principles, and that is the S in solid, the single responsibility principle. Now, chances are, even if you don't exactly understand what this refers to, you are probably implementing it in your code, at least to some degree. So let's dig in and view an example.
Oh my god,
Here you can
it's
see
still
that
using Sublime Text. Basically, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was searching basically for the PHP lesson, and then I went to the last page of the lessons, and the video appearing is basically one from probably like 10 years ago, one more, or 15 years ago, probably. And I can see that he's still using Sublime Text right there on top. Oh my god. And we are going to have a live stream, by the way, about design patterns, by the way.
have a sales reporter class. Let's quickly review these.
You can see how outdated this PHP is. So this is back in the days where we were actually putting the namespace next to the PHP tag. And then you can still see like this opening of this class at the same level of the class definition. It's kind of crazy. Dude, I still use Sublime myself. You know, not only Taylor, like I still use Sublime, to be honest. Why wouldn't I use Sublime? It's so cool. Codebase 42 is saying, I feel so old right now. That doesn't, dude, age is just a number, okay? We just have to keep going. Now, something interesting around PHP is that looking at this old code, you know, make us think a little bit like, why would we put the namespace like after the PHP opening? Why wouldn't the namespace could be like at this level, for example, or even like the opening of the class? We always put this on a new line, but why? You know, like why we don't put it like on the same level? Even this opening of the function, for example. Sometimes we look at how things used to be, and we just want, you know, some of this stuff to be like it was in the past.
Within my app directory, again with this Spend Your Money that contains various transactions.
Oh my god, you guys remember this macOS UI? This was the days, man. You guys remember? Like back in the days, this SQL Pro UI, but also like the Mac UI, man. You can see like how things used to be in the past. I also remember having like a bazillion of different icons right here on top. Oh my god. DV is saying PSR2. Yeah, I know that is PSR2. I just don't get like what some of the decisions there. I think they are just a little bit, you know, that is better. We could have done better, basically. I think PSRs in general, they are, you know, some of them are good, but some of them actually, people could have done a better job, in my opinion. I know people can still make, you know, suggestions to the thing, I think.
So we simply grab the ones that match our specified exactly one job. What exactly is wrong here? Having an authenticated, for example, if our fields, like so. Now we need to create the class. So why don't we call it Acme Repository?
You can see like that Sublime Text back in the days didn't have any sort of auto-completion on PHP. So he's basically typing the entire thing.
Repository.
Oh my God. And now with GitHub Copilot, you literally have everything just being, you know, appearing on the console, on the UI. Craig Potter is saying, where are the streak types? Yeah, back in the days, we didn't have any types in PHP, like at all. So apparently we had type on arguments, for example, like right here. But there was a bunch of missing types back in the days, you know. And we used to, refer to things like this, like using PHP annotations, basically. Do we have a publish date for this? We do. All right. So this is from 2014. Okay. This is pretty much the year I've learned PHP, to be fair. So I think I have played with PHP, but this was the year I have learned PHP, to be honest. I also think, like, once I made a search on Laracast to actually find videos, and I saw a video created by Taylor. I think it was Command Buzz. Maybe this is the one. Is this the one? Okay, maybe I searched for Taylor Otwell, or maybe the videos are not available anymore. Okay, probably the videos are not available anymore. Do you guys know if Laracast have any sort of archive or something like that? Yeah, they don't have it anymore. What is this? Okay, archives are literally like, it's an episode. Okay, gotcha. Command, maybe? This, like this? Yeah, this is not the one. This is published. Oh, maybe it is. 10 years ago. Wait a second.
So imagine that you're building some kind of job board.
Yeah, this one, though, is being, narrated by Jeffrey. The one I'm talking about was done by Taylor, basically. Let me try to find it real quick. What should I look for? I searched for Taylor Otwell when we had nothing. I don't know. Can I search for things like back in the days? Let me see. There's so many stuff here. Jesus Christ. Craig Potter is saying, if you haven't uploaded PHP files to an FTP server, dude, FTP. Do you guys remember FileZilla? We talked, like, I think 5 streams ago about FileZilla. That's back in the days, man. FileZilla for the win. David is saying you should get Jeffrey on the stream. Yeah, maybe someday, man. We need to ask him. Yeah, for sure. Patrick is saying go to instructors. Okay. You said /instructors. Like this? There is nothing here. Yeah, there is nothing here, dude. Raisin is saying GitHub Copilot is not good for someone that is just learning, because making people type things is the way people learn, I think. Yeah, perhaps. I don't really know. I think, to be honest, GitHub Copilot will drastically change this new wave of developers for sure, you know, because people like me, but also people possibly like you, we had to go through the art stuff. You know, we had to go through like literally learn how to configure a Docker file, for example. You know, how to configure an Ubuntu server. We have to do so many things, and to learn those things, you know. And kids these days, you know, most of the providers out there, they are literally platforms as a services. You know, Vercel with Next, Laravel Cloud in the future as well will basically be like 3 buttons and that's it. And you know, people don't go through the pain that we did in the past. So not only talking about that, but even like coding wise, today starter kits are so different from back in the days where we had very little. You know, we had like a routing layer and that's it. Where now everything comes with like auth and with a bunch of stuff. So I think will be interesting to see this new wave of developers, you know. Probably in the past, we were doing already too much stuff that we shouldn't even do. So probably that was the problem a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, folks. So today was a cool live stream, a relaxed one, because I was also a little bit tired from work. But yeah, we saw Aaron Francis's solo package. That was interesting. And we also saw, you know, and discussed a little bit the problems regarding soft deletes. And we end up seeing a little bit like how Jeffrey Way and Lara Casts can be helpful to teach you PHP code. That being said, I'm currently in vacations, so expect a lot of live streaming happening in the future. And in the pipe today, currently we have a bunch of stuff. Let me check here Discord real quick to see what exactly do we have in terms of future streams, okay? All right, if I go to my own Discord here, let me see. I'm gonna click on ideas and feedback. And currently we have this amount of stuff. I'm gonna share my screen again. So this is the stuff we have on the pipe, literally for next and future streams. So if you go here, you can literally sort by, can we sort by most requested one? Maybe we can't. However, thanks to the thumbs up, you can actually see a bunch of stuff. Like for example, this one, stream about testing. This one is done already. Okay, this one is literally done already. We did 2 streams about testing. There is videos about that as well already on my YouTube channel, and you can literally learn how to get started with unit testing and learn more about that. You know, both on the stream but also on a YouTube video. What else do you have? So we have one here, highly requested as well, which is a stream about design patterns. So I feel like this one will be interesting as well. We are going to talk about, you know, single responsibility principle, you know, about Solid, about all those cool things, okay? So this one will be fun as well. We have one which is Laravel Cloud Preview, which I can possibly do, I think. I think I have given permission already to literally just go live with everything. So I can probably do a live stream about Laravel Cloud as well. We have one as well, which is Stream with Filament, which is probably happening tomorrow, to be honest. And we have another one right in the bottom saying stream about Laravel is Git flow, new release flow. So apparently you guys want to know like what is the you know, the current flow in Laravel. I can potentially explain you how we are doing things at the moment in Laravel Cloud. Okay. Laser is asking when I will do the stream about design patterns. I don't know, man. When I'm up to, basically. Possibly in the next few days, to be honest. Literally just have a stream about you know, solid principles and things like that. I think it'll be fun. Okay. All right, folks. Thank you for being here with me today, you know. I really appreciate your support, by the way. You guys are being just, you know, super awesome with me, super supportive. I feel we had amazing streams already. I, in particular, loved the yesterday's stream. It was super cool. I also loved the event sourcing stream. That was a super nice live stream as well. I liked as well the one with Caleb Porzio. I think story is being written, basically, you know, regarding my live streams. And not every single day will be perfect, but pretty sure we are doing a very good job with this. So thank you so much for coming to my live streams. And, you know, tomorrow we'll be here, hopefully to speak about filament, perhaps. If not filament, something more interesting as well. Okay? So, yeah, that was it for today. Thank you so much for being on that side. Don't forget to like my YouTube video, by the way. Just go below the stream and, you know, and give me a like over there. Let's make sure to rate someone. Who we have today to rate? Let's see. Who do we have today to rate? So let's go to maybe find someone under the software and game development again. Do we have someone doing PHP or Laravel again? Last time you guys were awesome telling me, you know, a name that I could rate, by the way. Can you guys find someone doing PHP or Laravel? And, you know, if not, doing JavaScript perhaps? It was funny last time because we rated someone who basically had like 3 viewers. And I think we were like 100 on Twitch. And suddenly, the guy was like with 3 viewers, he went to 100, like out of nowhere. And it was just funny. He was a experienced streamer apparently, but he was probably not expecting it all. Okay, what do we have here? All right, folks, need your help, man. Go to Twitch and try to find me a PHP and Laravel developer. Yeah, the guy's name was Paul Chris Luke. That's right. He's not online today, though, I think. Ooh, I do see HTML here. We actually already made Laravel, the first one on Twitch once, okay? So, actually twice. So, we actually went to the first place on the software engineer category once already. Twice, actually. But, I mean, it depends who is streaming at the moment. You know, it depends on a lot of stuff. So... Oh, I just found someone. All right, let's raid Isabella Herman, okay? Which she's next to a big friend of mine, which is Daniel. So they probably, you know, streaming in Brazilian. So, you know, but let's still, you know, go to their stream and give our support. So Isabella. Oh my God, what was the name again? Isabella what? 1 second, folks. Stay around for a bit. Oh my God, now I lost it. You serious right now? Oh, there you go. Isabella Herman. Okay, let's go again. Isabella. So stream manager, raid, and then Isabella Herman. All right, that was it. So that being said, thank you so much for being on this side. And yeah, I do know that I have a lot of Portuguese people watching my stream, so I really appreciate that, by the way, okay? I know a lot of you are literally, you know, coming here as well because I speak Portuguese, and maybe someday we are going to have a stream in Portuguese, okay? If you guys request a lot, I may do a stream once in Portuguese, okay? Ask on Discord. If I see enough thumbs up on the ideas and suggestions box, I may do it, okay? All right, folks, thank you so much for being on this side. See you next time. Peace out.